Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's Ringside Report MMA. Tonight on the show, we're previewing UFC Vegas. Petr Yan versus Merab Dvalishvili. We're talking fallout from UFC 285. And Floyd Mayweather sends Jake Paul running. Let's play the thing.
Let's go!
Played the thing. Now let's get the guys. There we go. We got the guys. Oh,
what's
AJ.
up, Chachi?
Hey, AJ, what's happening?
What's happening, man?
You all right?
I've been quiet this week, man. Can you hear
What's the
me?
matter? Yeah?
I've been a very quiet bird this week, man.
Okay. Why?
You know why, man. I see you setting me up, man. I see you setting me up, mofo.
I don't know.
That's okay, man.
Fred, I really did not know what he was talking about. But now I am starting to understand.
Yeah.
Because, of course, we all saw what happened on Saturday night. Jon Jones dominating Cyril Gane, taking him 2 minutes to finish one of the best heavyweights in the world. Guillotine choke in the very first round, and AJ was very high on Cyril Gane. And Fred and I tried to tell him, Jon Jones is the best ever. You might want to be a little worried here.
I'm going to give Cyril props, man. He did give him a good shot to the balls.
Go ahead, Freddie. Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
Keep
he
going,
was
Freddie.
dangerous for that, man.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't see much danger from Cyril, but
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you something. All week I stayed like under the radar. I'm trying to figure out what am I going to do because I know Dave is going to set me up and he's going to be like just dissecting me. It was a crazy night. We had a great watch along, man. It was fantastic. I mean, I didn't know what to say. I went like quiet and I was like, what the hell, man? But the only thing that bothers me about that whole fight, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I got to give it to Jon Jones. But it wasn't a fight.
But what?
It wasn't a fight.
I
think the best part. Sorry, AJ.
Listen,
I got to throw a plug in here. I think the best part about our watch-alongs that we do for every UFC pay-per-view is that we get to hear AJ build and build for weeks and weeks and weeks leading up to the fight. And then when we get to it, we get to see AJ's live reaction, and it is recorded forever. We will always have AJ's reaction to his man, Cyril Gane, getting defeated by his most hated fighter, Jon Jones. It was fantastic, and you really missed something if you missed the watch-along on Saturday night. Because you get to see AJ's live reaction to these things, and that was great for me.
surprised he didn't pull it up or something. I was like, David's gonna pull out like
I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to do that to you, AJ.
Dude,
I know you're feeling the pain.
You could. Nah, you could, but I'm okay, man. It's all about the ratings in the end. Because I'm gonna tell you something. There was no better expression than seeing Cyril Gane when he was sitting on the floor looking at Jon Jones walking away. Did you see that? It was like a deer in headlights. He was like, Tabarnouche, qu'est-ce que ça arrivait? C'est pas possible. C'est quoi le
how
premier
French people talk.
But it was close enough.
That's not how
But I'm
people
going to tell
from
you
France
something.
talk.
Well, I was close enough, Freddie. It doesn't matter. It was like a deer in headlights. And I'm going to tell you something. I was looking forward to a fight.
I don't think you'd be saying tabarnouche, right? I don't think they're saying that. Putain.
Well, you'll be saying merde.
Putain.
You know, but it's the same bullshit.
Sacré bleu. Do they really? Do they say sacré bleu? I don't think they say that.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's France, man. You never seen the Pink Panther, Dave? Come on.
Sacré bleu. Where is me ma?
Listen, man, it was, to me, it was building up so much. I said it about a year ago. I said, you know, it would be great for Jones to fight Cyril Gane because they seem very similar in style in some sense. You know, I built up this fight. I was prepared for this fight. I wanted to go see this fight as a dogfight. I wanted to see 5 rounds of action and to walk away and say, man, this was one of the greatest fights I've ever seen. And you know what? It was Jones's best fight coming back from 3 years, and it was Cyril's worst fight in the last 3 years. Hands down. It wasn't a great performance by Cyril Gane because he didn't have a chance to have a performance. But what I'm going to say is that Jon Jones did exactly what he needed to do. He saw Cyril throwing that left, ducked under, took him down, and then one thing with Jon Jones, which I got to give him credit for, is once he sees that opening, he will close it right away. He's not going to want to turn this into a fight for the fans. He's going to want to turn it into a fight for himself. He saw the top pressure. He put the pressure down on that guillotine. And when people don't realize is that there's so much pressure on this guy's head that if he doesn't tap, and it was war, he's dead. There's nowhere he could run. He had his back up against the octagon. He had full weight of Jon Jones on his neck. No matter how big Cyril Gane was, he could not escape out of that. He had a few opportunities prior to that to escape, but Jon Jones saw that and closed it. He didn't want to give a fight. He just wanted that win. I wanted to see a fight. I just think that Cyril Gane, if he had the opportunity to open up more,
Hang
it
on,
would have been a
AJ.
dog
And I know
fight.
what you're saying, like they didn't fight for 5 rounds. We really didn't see much. I don't think Jon Jones got hit with a punch, but isn't that the point? Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
I want to say, like, it's like as a teenage boy sometimes, things get a little premature. I wanted to see the whole enchilada, dude. I wanted to see a dogfight. I wanted to see, like, crazy,
That's the perfect fight from Jon Jones.
Yep.
I mean,
not for the fans.
It's the perfect
Maybe
fight.
for the Jon
It's
Jones
his best
lovers, man. But
it's the best performance of
Cyril
his
Gane's
career,
worse.
man. This guy's been so dominating, and he still figures a way to be like even more. Like what he did this weekend was his most dominant performance.
Yeah, and this was great for the fans because the fans went crazy. The fans saw something that they couldn't believe. They couldn't fathom. They didn't understand what was happening in front of their eyes. If you've seen Jon Jones, you know how great he is, but his past few fights at light heavyweight 3 years ago when he was a light heavyweight champion, he had a couple fights there at the end of his light heavyweight run where he